Hey friends, have you ever looked at someone and thought, wow, how do they manage to look so young? I'll be honest, at first I was a bit reluctant to create this video. I felt a little bit of imposter syndrome because, let's face it, I'm not some glamorous movie star. But here's the thing, I get asked about my personal secrets all the time because most people mistake me for being 10, sometimes 15 years younger than my actual age. And here's the truth, I'm in my 50s and I firmly believe that youthfulness is something that every single one of us can cultivate, regardless of age. It's not just about looking younger. It's about feeling youthful and vibrant. And when men talk about what they find attractive in romantic partners, it's not necessarily a woman's chronological age, but the youthful energy that she radiates. So goddesses, today I am super excited to share my personal secrets with you in this video, how to look 10 years younger than your age naturally. Now, this video is video one of a two-part series where I'm revealing 10 proven ways for you to look 10 years younger or even more. These tips are not about perfection. They're about helping you feel and to look your absolute best. My hope is that this video inspires you to start each day feeling amazing when you look in the mirror and to be your most attractive, youthful self inside and out to help you find the man of your dreams. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Kimberly Anderson, a dating and relationship expert, and I guide professional divorced women to go from feeling unfulfilled and frustrated with dating to reconnect with their feminine essence and to find love in their life. Now, before we get into the good stuff, could you do me a favor? It might help other women like you who are on a similar journey. Let's call it our ladies' agreement. I create this content to help you as much as I can for free. And in return, could you please share this video with someone who could benefit from this message? These types of word of mouth referrals that help the channel grow. Please also consider subscribing, and thank you so much. Also, if you're single and want to tap into your inner feminine goddess to attract love, don't forget to grab my free new ebook on feminine energy. It's linked in the comments below. Okay, are you ready? I want you to stick with me until the very end of this video if you are serious about looking younger, because I can promise you this. If you can take these practices to heart and stay consistent, you will feel and you will look younger. And here's the kicker. I bet some of the tips in this video that I will share are things that you have never heard anywhere before. I've adopted these practices little by little over the past years. They become a part of my daily life, just like brushing my teeth. And if I can do it, so can you. These tips are completely accessible no matter what your age, and it's never too late to start. I am living proof. I actually look younger now than I did 10 years ago, and I can tell you firsthand that this stuff works. Now, let me say one thing. A lot of people think that you need to spend a fortune or go through endless complex beauty treatments, peels, surgeries, lasers, all these things to look amazing. And while it's true that things like Botox can be effective in helping your looks if done correctly, it does come with a price tag. The truth is, the most important ways to look youthful come down to prevention and maintenance. The best part of this is that you can literally start at any age, and it's possible to not only stop aging in its tracks, but to reverse aging. Prevention is about taking care of yourself so that you don't have to do the cleanup, right? To fix things up later. It's like putting the right roof on your house so you don't have to deal with leaks and caved ceilings. And maintenance is about doing what's working to keep your good work serving you over time. It's like getting that roof checked and repairing done where needed to keep it airtight and in good shape. So what I'm going to share is my personal practice, and it may not work for everyone, but I am sharing what has worked for me in hopes that it can help you. Okay, let's go. Now, the first tip might surprise you, and it might even be a bit controversial. I remember when I was in my early 30s and I walked into a pharmacy in Paris where I live, and I told the pharmacist that my skin was really dry. I had literally tried everything and nothing seemed to work. And she asked me, she said, what are you using to clean your face? And I confidently said, well, soap and water. And she looked at me horrified and she said, never use tap water on your face. I was shocked, but she explained that tap water was full of calcium deposits and can be abrasive to your skin. At first, I was skeptical. I mean, how can you not use tap water to clean your face? But I decided to try it. And she recommended an amazing product called Aven. Now, just to be clear, I am not being paid to say this. It's simply been my go-to routine for the past over 20 years. So here's what I do. I clean my face with Aven micellar water using a makeup pad like this every night. Then I apply this night cream before bed, and I apply the day cream in the morning. Now, I don't wash my face in the morning before putting on my cream. Why? Because I want to preserve my skin's natural oils. Now, a few weeks ago, I shared this approach with a friend. She's in her 40s, and she asked me, and I only shared it because she asked me, she said, "How does your skin look so young?" Now, she messaged me 10 days later saying that she couldn't believe how much younger and more radiant her skin already looked. So this isn't just about me. This approach works for others too, especially if you have dry skin. Now, there are certainly other options out there, possibly maybe even using filtered water over tap water, for example. I'm just sharing my personal routine here that I swear by. Now, ladies, here's the important part. You've got to be consistent with your routine. I never, ever go to bed without cleaning my face and putting on moisturizer. Even if it's like 1 a.m., I make sure that I do it. And don't forget your neck. So many women skip that, but it's just important. Now, why is this so critical? Because one of the main reasons that women's skin starts to look wrinkled is a lack of natural oils and moisture. So if you want to look younger, moisturizer is your new best friend. So let's talk about moisturizing. Using lotion on your arms, your shoulders, and legs is a non-negotiable daily. You know those little tiny wrinkles that start to show on your hands and on your arms? You can significantly reduce or even eliminate them by moisturizing consistently every night and every day. I also like to put moisturizer on the tops of my hands a couple times a day, right? Why? Because when I wash dishes or I wash my hands, it strips away those natural oils, leaving my hands dry and, those little wrinkles appear. And nobody wants those, right? I personally use Aven products for this too, but here's the key. Buy the best quality moisturizer that you can find. And remember, expensive doesn't always mean better. You don't need a designer body lotion that costs, a fortune for it to be effective. Test what works for you, for your skin type. The ultimate goal is simple. It's to keep your skin moisturized. Now, moisturizing just isn't an outside job. Even more important is moisturizing on the inside, from the inside, right? So how do you do that? Drink water. The average woman's body is made up of 45 to 60% of water. That's almost half of who we physically are, ladies. Drinking enough water every day is absolutely essential for literally everything, from maintaining a healthy weight to boosting energy levels and flushing toxins out of your body. I personally drink 1 to 2 liters of water per day. That's about 4 to 8 glasses, 8-ounce glasses each day. And just to be clear, this doesn't include other drinks like coffee or tea. This is water alone. Now, I prefer filtered water to avoid impurities and things like chlorine found in tap water. And while I do absolutely love bottled water, I find that filtered water is more ecological. One habit I swear by is drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning before anything else. It rehydrates your body after a good night of sleep when your body's been really busy repairing and rejuvenating cells. And it's that morning glass that helps flush out waste, toxins, and makes room for fresh, repaired cells that your body's worked hard to create overnight. And while water works wonders for keeping your skin hydrated, and healthy, there's another area that often gives away our age if we're not careful, and that is our neck. Okay, this is the thing that's so important, and many people do not even think about it. I like to call it preventing and treating turkey neck. So if you look around at work, in public transportation, if you take it, in airports, literally everywhere, you will notice that everyone has their heads down on their phones, right? And if it's not on their phone, it's on their computer. If it's not on their computer, maybe it's a book, right? So what's the problem with this? When we constantly look down, our neck muscles become weak and aren't used the way that they're supposed to be used, right? Over time, this leads to what is called turkey neck. You know, that wrinkly, saggy skin on the neck that tends to get worse as we age. You've seen it before, right? So here's the good news. This can be prevented and even reversed. Now, there's simple face yoga techniques, which I won't get into here. They're great, but the easiest solution is simply to be aware and hold your head at its natural upright position, right? For example, I hold my phone up like this, okay, at eye level, instead of looking down. I also make sure that my computer screen is at eye level, right? So these adjustments are totally free and they're incredibly effective for retraining your neck muscles, maintaining a clean chin line, and keeping your turkey neck at bay. So what about you? Does any of this resonate with you so far? Let me know what you think in the comments. I would really, really love to hear from you. And while you're at it, here's a gentle reminder to share this video with someone who could benefit and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. There's another simple habit that can age your face faster than you might realize, and that is frowning. Have you ever noticed that as people age, they can sometimes look grouchy? Right? The worst part is they might be perfectly happy, but you wouldn't know it. Why? Because our facial muscles lose tone with age, right? The curves of our mouths tend to droop downward like this, right? And on top of that, when we can make certain expressions, like when we're surprised or we're confused, we pull our face downward, right? So we're basically training, this is hard to do while I'm filming, but basically training this position over time on our face. It doesn't look nice, does it? So to counter this, I do two things. First of all, I stay conscious of frowning as just a bad learned habit. And I replace the frown with words of surprise instead of pulling my face down. It's like you can say, "Oh, really?" instead of, "Oh, really?" Right? Second, I do a simple conscious exercise often during the day, and that is I make a gentle smile like this. Now, I do this when I'm working on my computer or cooking or reading. It doesn't matter. It just activates the muscles in my face and counters the effects of gravity and engages those key facial muscles. The result, you naturally look younger, and it's so simple to do, right? So what do you think? Have you ever tried any of these approaches before? Do you think it would help your dating and love life? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to know what men want, watch my video at the end of this one called What Men Want, Let's Talk Feminine Energy and Polarity. And don't forget to check out part 2 of this video series. And until then, I'm sending you lots of love.